Hi, I'm Carol Ronnebaum, the Seniors Real Estate Specialist with Coldwell Banker American Home. I'm here today with Chris Gallagher with Brewster Place, and we're going to learn a little bit about what the senior community at Brewster Place has to offer. Thank you so much for coming, Chris.
Well, thanks for the opportunity. This is great.
You're welcome. You know, we're visiting during the COVID crisis. But I think we're practicing our social distancing. Do you feel all right taking your mask off?
We're 6 feet apart. I'm perfectly comfortable.
Perfect. Yeah. Let's go ahead and do that.
Oh, big reveal.
Unmask. Well, again, thank you so much for coming and being a part of this.
Sure.
We're here today at Coldwell Banker on having the Blue Couch interview. And so what can you share with us about Brewster Place and the community here in Topeka?
Well, Brewster Place is known for legacy, and it's also known for compassionate care and also being very innovative. We've been around for about 60 years, and we are a big part of the Brewster community, the part of the Topeka community. We have about 400 residents, 385 folks who work there, so we relate very closely with all of the residents who are there. We are a CCRC, so we cover it all from start to finish, from that maintenance-free, you just want life to be easier, to 24 hours, you need that help. We can cover it all, assisted living, catered living, everything in between. Oh. And we're excited about taking care of people and just offering services so they can live life their way, the fullest life they can.
Wonderful. So it sounds like probably a lot of your residents are with you for a long period of time.
We have some folks who've been there 28 and 30 years, which is really fun because they have seen how Brewster has grown over the years. Yes. Yeah. So we have probably the newest thing that our residents who've been there a long time and also our newer residents are watching us unfold is all the construction. We have been working on an expansion project for the past 5 years. It started with our villas, which we opened up 2 years ago, October. And then now we are about ready to unveil our expansion. It's a $26 million expansion. It's a cultural arts center that seats 200 people, a swimming pool a lap pool. It's quite large. It's 60 feet long. And then we also have a new wellness area, a new dining venue, and a wood shop. So we really are trying to cater to all the different new needs and things that people want. And we have a coffee shop. So you can just enjoy everything on one community.
Sure. Well, I like coffee. I may have to stop in and grab me a cup of coffee.
Called the Brewster Bean. Yes.
The Brewster Bean.
Yes.
Oh, fun.
Yes.
So a swimming pool. Now, I don't know, are you the only place in Topeka?
We're the only ones in Topeka, and I believe the only ones in Northeast Kansas the size. This isn't a therapy pool, which several places have. This is an actual lap pool. So we will have aquatic classes as well as lap swimming. Wonderful. And we've actually just had 2 people who are moving in. They were thinking about it, and they said, once that pool's complete, we're moving in.
Wow.
2 different families are moving in. We have a couple and then a single lady, and they will be moving in October, and everything opens up in October. So we're excited for them to be some of the first ones to use the pool. And it's a warm water, salt-based pool.
Oh my. Oh, I may have to bring my swimsuit.
I know, it's beautiful.
Oh, goodness. You know, many of my senior clients often have pets. How does Brewster Place, do you greet pets or welcome pets?
Yes, we're very pet friendly. There's a small deposit. It's a one-time fee that you pay when you come in. It's $250, and that's the only time you spend anything on your pet. And then we actually have a bark park. So it's a big area where folks can just let them go. We have a dog walking service as well. And then there's just a lot of green space on the campus that you can walk your dog, and we have little stations where we have bags, so it's easy to take care of your pooch as you walk around. So we're very pet friendly.
Very pet friendly, it sounds like. Fun.
Yes. Well, they're family.
They are. They're so comforting. So tell me about your staff. I assume with the size of staff that you have, that you offer 24/7 7 services.
We do in many ways. So we have our independent living, and that's about 2/3 of our campus. And then our health center is the rest of it. And I think sometimes people think of Brewster Place, because our health center is a 5-star and it's very well known, sometimes people think that Brewster Place is just the health center. And we're very proud of that. But we also have this whole independent side. We have 35 acres there. So it's a fairly large campus. And in order to serve all of our residents, we've got a big dining staff, we have a security staff, a transportation staff, plus all the clinical side. So we really have a lot of people on campus all the time, plus everything's maintenance free. So if your ice machine goes out on your refrigerator, we're going to fix it. If we can't fix it, we will have a new refrigerator in your apartment very quickly. We've got a really strong environmental services group. They do a great job, and our residents get to know them. So there's that safety feeling that you know who's going to be coming to your apartment to fix things.
Sure.
If the cable ever goes out, you don't have to wait for them. We're going to take care of that for you. So it's that individual service and that customizing is why we have so many staff. Plus, we have the clinical side at the health center, and we have a very customized, tailored situation there. We have what we call Kaizans. And the Kaizan is the person who they will help with dietary, they will do the cleaning in the room, and they're the CNA. They are the nursing staff that's there. So instead of 3 different people from 3 different departments taking care of a person at the health center, it's 1 person per shift.
Wonderful.
So it's very family because they get to know what their preferences are and they get very close to them. So it's a tailored way to take care of people, particularly if there's someone that has memory concerns. A lot of people coming in and out can be confusing, but it's 3 people in 24 hours who would be coming to their rooms.
Wonderful.
And it's very person-centered care. And so I love that about Brewster. It's called Kaizen, and we are a mentoring group. We actually mentor other health centers on how to implement the program of the Kaizen.
Wonderful.
And then
that's a new service I've not heard of before.
It is really neat. It is very tailored and intimate, which is neat. So we have transportation 24 hours a day. So you just pick up the phone if you want to go to one of our dining venues, and transportation will pick you up and take you over there. We have security 24 hours a day. So we have about 70 plus cameras on our campus.
Oh my.
So we feel like it's a really safe campus. And it's not just safe as far as walking around, it's also safe in that middle of the night, I'm not sure I'm sick enough to call an ambulance. I'm not sure, or if I'm with my spouse, I'm not sure how he's acting, what kind of help I need. My daughter lives, in Tennessee. What do I do? And there's that feeling of being very alone about how to handle a situation. Well, we have a life alert pendant that everybody who comes in, even independent living, gets a life alert pendant. That's part of the monthly fee. You would hit that. Our security would come first to see how they could help. If it's a medical, they would have the nurse come. So 24 hours a day, you can have a nurse that could help triage and say,
wonderful.
Yes, we need to call an ambulance, or this can wait till morning, or let's call your daughter, and maybe just talking will help with this situation.
Right.
So you've got that clinical 24-hour transportation, and then you have the safety 24 hours.
Wow, that's wonderful.
It really is.
Wonderful.
People feel safe on our campus.
Yeah. You kind of touched on your dining. Can you elaborate a little bit on your dining services?
Sure. We have 4 different dining venues. One is our market, and that's kind of a grab and go. And we have salads and sandwiches, and one day a week we have pizza and just different things like that. So that is one of them. And then we have the Brewster Bean, which is a coffee shop, and they have kind of light breakfast and light lunch things. We have the Green Leaf, which is in our main building. And in our main building, that's the full dining where you sit down and have the full meal. Okay. And then we also have the new Evergreens, and our Evergreens is where we've just updated and made a whole new dining area. And that is where we're doing exciting things with dining. So it's always been good. But now the chef told me to make sure that I mentioned we are going to have Creole jambalaya chicken cordon bleu, Monte Cristo sandwiches, Cuban sandwiches, risotto balls, crab cakes, fish tacos, coconut shrimp.
Oh my
Just
goodness.
really, we have our chef, and he is excited, and all of that will start in the next couple of weeks, where we will be able to really do a upscale dining experience at Brewster.
It sounds so good.
We're excited
I'm going to have to come by
I know,
and
we're
grab
very,
a lunch.
We're very excited about it.
Now, do your residents come and go at the dining, or are they scheduled on, they're seated at a certain time?
No, in typical times, we have set dining hours, but if you want to eat in between the grill, they can always fix a sandwich or whatever for you along the way. We have, as I said, we do breakfast and lunch over at the market, and then the coffee shop is open pretty much from morning until 3 or 4 in the afternoon. And then in the Greenleaf, we have a breakfast time, a lunch time, and a dinner time. But in between all those hours, if you want a sandwich or a salad or something that we can fix off the grill, you can always get that. In the main building, which is called Redwood now, it's the largest building and the oldest one, that one is called catered living. All the meals are included. Your laundry is done in that building, and every other week we change the bed linens. Okay. In that building, if you want to have your meal delivered, there's no cost for that. We'll deliver meals. And with COVID, we actually delivered throughout all over campus, and there was no charge. It was about keeping people as safe as we could with nutritious meals, so they didn't have to go out shopping for that. So any place else on campus, there's a minimal charge, and we can bring meals to your apartment.
Okay. Well, eating is always such an important part of seniors' lives, and gosh, sounds like they can pick up a meal and take it with them, or sit down and eat just about any time.
Yeah, there's a variety.
Throughout the day.
Yeah, there's a variety, and that's so important.
Sure.
To have that variety, because you're investing time in this community,
right?
And we want to offer different things in different places. And again, transportation can take you to any of the dining venues.
Right. So your transportation, does it go outside of Brewster Place?
So what we do is on Mondays and Fridays, transportation is free, and we go to different grocery stores on Mondays and Fridays.
Oh, okay.
And what's really nice is that even folks who drive all the time, a wintry day in Kansas, having to navigate the parking lot, sometimes this is a really good alternative.
Sure.
And so you can use the transportation on Mondays and Fridays for free to the grocery store. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we have kind of an all-day pass. It costs $8. And anywhere in the Topeka city limits, we will take you and bring you back home all day long. So if you had, say, an eye appointment at 10 o'clock in the morning, we would take you to the eye appointment and pick you up afterwards. Maybe you wanted to come back and have lunch. And then maybe you wanted to go to the movies in the afternoon. We would take you to the show and then pick you up and bring you back when it was finished.
Wow,
and that's for a cost of $8. It's all day long.
Oh, nice.
And then any other time, it is about the cost of an Uber. If it's not in those set times, we also get people from the airport. If you have a family member coming in, you want us to pick them up, there's a price for that, but it's less than some of the other services.
Sure.
And again, you always know the people who are going to be picking you up. There's a safety feel there, because you're going to know the Brewster. We're not contracting out, it's our own folks.
Sounds like you really go out of your way to make life there at Brewster Place very comfortable and easy.
Yeah, our goal really is to be a net for the long-term clinical if you ever need it, but also to really get out of your way. Let you live your life. We'll take care of the kind of humdrum things that have to be taken care of in everyday living, and you go do what you want to do, or stay home if you want. But we're going to clean your apartment, and we're going to have the ability to eat, to take a gentle stroll around campus, to eat at 4 different places, to walk your dog over to the dog park and have a good time with that. We've got a lot of activities that we have that we bring to campus. We have a real strong activities group, and go out and take people they've been to Crystal Bridges, they've been to St. Louis on a train, they've been to New Orleans. So there's a lot of trips that are planned, and the thing is, it's all planned. All you have to do is jump on the bus to go.
Wonderful.
So we've got a really strong arts and crafts department. Chris Saya is just an incredible artist, and she's a lot of fun. And if you want to learn water paint, she's going to teach you water painting. If you want to get into being a crafty crafter, she's going to work to make sure that she has the supplies there for you to do that.
Mm-hmm. And a new woodworking shop for the men and women that enjoy that.
It's huge. It's 40 by 40, and it's got every kind of saw you can imagine. Some of the folks who were moving into the villas a couple years ago said, I have this kind of saw, I have this. I'd rather give it to you than sell it.
Nice.
And we had a small woodworking shop at that point. Mm-hmm. So in part of the planning, we said, let's serve our base.
Sure.
And so that's how that woodworking, there was always going to be one, but originally the design wasn't to be quite that large. But we had the real strong interest. So it's a large shop, and they're already in there kind of working. So it's very exciting to see them, because a lot of the gentlemen who are woodworkers are also wanted to be a part of setting up their shop.
Sure.
Because that's very personal. It's kind of like a man cave.
Yes.
And so they have been, a lot of our residents have been a big part of designing the woodworking shop and how they wanted it to be.
How exciting for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can you tell me, do you have end-of-life care?
We do. At Brewster Place? So we are CCRC. Again, we can take care of folks and serve folks when they're in that maintenance-free, doing whatever they want to do. Then we have assisted living. We have catered living, which is additional amenities. And then assisted living, we have 2 different neighborhoods. And one is for folks who have more physical needs, of activities of daily living. They just need more help. Mm-hmm. And then in our upstairs, it is a secured area, and that is for folks who have dementia or Alzheimer's and really has some cognitive concerns. It's a safe place to be. Mm. Then over at our health center, we have, again, 3 living different units, and we call them neighborhoods. And 2 of those are for folks with memory concerns. And then 1 is more for activities of daily living, this really hands-on 24-hour care. Mm-hmm. And we are able to provide a lot of clinical services in homes, in people's apartments, on campus. So when you choose an apartment, you can stay there, and some people will stay there for many, many years and never ever go to the health center, because we're able to bring in all the clinical help so that they can basically live their life out the way they want to in their home. Mm-hmm. We also have the assisted living and then the health center, should their needs become so great that really being in a health center and having somebody with them and shifts changing and just more attention, we can take them to the health center and be able to do that. We also work with agencies, hospice agencies as well. So it's your choice on how you would like to proceed with that.
Right. Okay. Well, wonderful. Well, Brewster Place sounds like a great place to move. I'm kind of thinking about, is there an age limit? Starting age group?
You have to be 62 with? To move in.
62.
And it is an exciting time to be there, and it's just a good staff of people. Yeah. It's people who care. They see it as a vocation. When I first started there, the director of environmental services said to me, if you don't have a servant's heart, you won't last here. And I thought, well, I've never had somebody say that to me on any kind of a job. Mm-hmm. And I so appreciated that, because that's the feeling. Right. That is what we pride ourselves on, is taking care of people and being of service.
Good. Is there anything else you want to share with us about Brewster Place that maybe we haven't touched on?
As I said, we've got all the new amenities, and then I think one of the buildings, or one of the things that is overlooked sometime, is our catered living. That was the original building on campus. Right. So we have the old farmhouse, the stone house, and that's where my office is.
Sure.
But the first
you see that off of 29th Street, right?
Exactly. But the first building that we put there, we had about 126 apartments in that building. Mm-hmm. Well, now we have 71 apartments, because as the market changes and people's desires change, we've made those apartments larger. Mm-hmm. So that is kind of that in between assisted living and independent living, because assisted living is a licensed area and a doctor signs off on you moving to assisted living. It's a clinic, more of a clinical setting. But our catered living is totally independent living. But your monthly fee already includes taking care of your laundry for you, and all the meals are prepared for you. And then so often changing bed linens is really hard. I mean, people can manage so many things, but trying to change that
Hands
bed
get crippled up. And
and
knees
backs,
and backs.
exactly.
Sure.
So in our catered living, we are really able to offer all the independence that you want, but then we kind of have this net underneath to make it easier. And I think that is that main building, which is our Redwood building, it now connects to all of the new amenities. One of the things that we wanted to do with the new expansion was to connect our Evergreens building. People know that as Brewster East from years past. And the main building, so now it's Brewster East, is called Evergreens, and our main building is the Redwood. So we actually have this expansion joins the two together, so you can go from one building to the other building. So you can go from one part of the campus to the swimming pool or to the other places to eat without ever going outside.
Very
and our
nice.
goal was to really join the campus, the two largest living areas, to join those together. And one of the adjoining pieces of it is our Hall of Honor, and we're really excited about this. It's our Veterans Hall of Honor. Originally, it was just kind of going to be this wide hallway that would take you to an elevator to go into the other building. And we started to realize we could utilize that. And so some of our veterans got together. We got together a group, and we're very resident run. Residents have a lot of influence and a lot of input. So we have come up with the Hall of Honors, and it is beautiful. It's a hall with granite, and it has etched names in there from our residents who served, or from, I can put my dad's name in there because I work at Brewster, and it's just a beautiful hall.
Wonderful.
And it's just a place to go to kind of remember people, and it is really neat, and we're excited about opening that up.
What a wonderful memorial.
It is. It really is.
That's wonderful. Well, Chris, again, thank you so much for coming and sharing with us all about Brewster Place. My goodness, there's so much there to explore and learn about. And I would love for you to give us your name and the contact information and the address for Brewster. And
sure. Well, let me get this in front of me, because I always worry I'm going to forget something on my. So you can call me at 274-3351, 274-3351, and my name is Chris Gallagher, and that puts you into the marketing department, and we can chat about what your desires are and figure out what type of apartment you might want to take a look at. I send a lot of things out by email. Sometimes people just want to gather information.
Sure.
And that's fine with me, because you need to gather information, and you need to look at a lot of different places to figure out what is the best fit for you. I always say it's a little like a college dorm experience or a college campus experience. You probably checked out several colleges before you decided which one, or you helped your child do that.
Sure.
And we encourage people to check us out, check out Brewster Place, and go other places to look too, so that when you choose Brewster, you know it was the right choice for you, and because we offer so many amenities. And then, of course, you can go to chris.gallagher@brewsterliving.organization.org. So either way, I think probably phoning is the easiest way to get, because I return calls very quick, and that's 274-3351.
And your address again?
We are at 1203 Southwest 29th Street.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming and being a part of this, and I can't wait to take a tour myself.
Thanks for the opportunity. We look forward to showcasing it. We're going to do small groups and tours until we get through COVID. Then we'll have a big party. But in the meantime, we are doing a lot of private tours, so we can show people this wonderful expansion we have.
Well, good. Thanks so much.
Thank you.